What's going on, everyone? It's Jaronism back with another video for you today. Going to be talking about this truther movement and all the damage that us flat earthers, I guess, are doing as we go around attempting to make the real truthers look stupid. Now, I think the earth is flat, so if I call you crazy, you're insane. Absolutely insane. I'm on the fence with White Rabbit, but Jeff C. is insane. You'll see shortly how he attacks Dave Weiss for putting out a video that is telling the truth, and goes so crazy he almost cries. He's slamming his fists on the desk and screaming and yelling. It's like, dude, take a break. Relax. We'll be fine without you. So in this video, you'll be seeing how so-called truthers, not all of them, but some of them, are simply afraid to go out on a limb, afraid to take a stand against science and the flaws in our current accepted cosmology and our accepted facts. So instead, they attack flat earthers. That's commendable. In doing so, all they've done is expose themselves to be terrible researchers, and that's the lesson of today. I will show you the single example of the worst researcher I've seen yet. Doesn't everyone realize that NASA is the problem? I mean, do we need to keep harping on this? Stephen Christopher, Rick Delano, Robert Sungenis? If we actually got along and exposed the fraud of NASA, well, the truth would follow. Instead, I've got White Bunny and New Age outlaw Jeff C. saying I work for the CIA or whatever dumb shit they pulled from IFERS and call research. So I'm talking about two guys who think quite highly of themselves. You know, we wouldn't know about 9/11 or Sandy Hook if it wasn't for them. So I'm talking about White Bunny and New World Agenda, formerly Jeff C., unless that C stands for crazy and then there's nothing former about it. These two truthers have discovered the secret that only could have been uncovered by being so diligent and true to the actual real truth, cementing their legacy as truthers, as they put truth before themselves, and always being at the front lines of the battle. That's right, they found out the flat earth is a psyop. Now, as far as beliefs go, believe whatever you want. But when you start claiming that I work for the government, and you've determined this because your stupidity is rare, I gotta call you out for it. For the crap researchers that you are.
We interrupt your regular broadcast to bring you this important news bulletin.
Looks like we've got some important news coming in. Yeah, this just in. It appears that we have proof of the ISS. I might have been wrong after all. Sent to me via email an image taken with a telescope from Earth that shows the ISS and the nearby shuttle. Well, guys, it's been fun, but proof is proof. We're on a spinning ball. Have a good night, everyone. See you next week. If only it were that easy to get rid of me. Sorry, guys, it's going to take actual proof to get me out of here. No, not numbers. No, not because Neil deGrasse Tyson can drop a microphone or Red can drop a pen. You know, measurable, repeatable, observable, testable, falsifiable theories. Not like gravity, that you just found proof of 100 years after saying it was true and building an entire world around it, where 97% of our universe has never been observed. Whatever it takes, right? Multiverse, string theory, parallelverse, hypoverse, the spatial continuum, the fabric of space-time, chaos theory, eternal inflation, God. How dare you? Take that back. We don't just pull things out of thin air here. This is science. We use quantum vacuums, and we don't need to discuss where the laws of physics came from. They are because they are. Logic. All right, back to my point. Now, Mr. Truth has himself a few channels, two that I know of for sure. So stay with me. I don't want you to get confused. He's got two bunnies, two channels. I don't know if he's got other bunnies, you got me, but he's got a channel, White Rabbit, but the rabbit is black, and he is inside of a blue circle. Then his other channel is Black Rabbit, which means death or impending despair. It's also said to be connected with a fear of intimacy. Not saying that's true, but you know, it could just be a bunny obsession, which never turns out well. So even more confusion is I now tell you that the Black Rabbit is in fact white, and he sits on a circle of red. So now we've got the White Rabbit is black, he sits in blue, while the Black Rabbit, who is white, sits in red. Got it? All right, this channel oozes truth.
How's it going, guys? White Rabbit here. Let me make something perfectly clear to start off with. The vast majority of truthers on the internet are not flat earthers. There has been a propagandized psychological operation that has overtaken the truther movement online through astroturfing campaigns in order to demean and discredit the work of truthers like myself and others.
But I don't have much patience for anyone who denies that this challenge is real. We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
Interesting start. So he goes argumentum ad populum into looking to Obama for verification of his beliefs. This is started out well.
This whole thing, it's just a symptom of a larger problem. There's a growing anti-intellectual strain in this country. It may be the beginning of the end of our informed democracy.
We live in the information age. Never before in the history of the world have ordinary citizens, regular people, had the opportunity to reach hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people.
Never before could guys get a PhD, a degree in something that they'd never even seen, touched, worked with, or even experimented on. If Neil deGrasse has a PhD in astrophysics, then I have a PhD in planophysics, and I've done like 6 more tests than he has.
Doing so would only draw more attention to the issue, and several more would show up to take their place. So if eliminating the opposition is no longer an option, discrediting the opposition is the only logical tactic for them to take. Over the past several months, I have watched as this flat earth meme seemingly came out of nowhere and all but overtook the truther movement online. Suddenly, out of nowhere, it seemed like everyone was talking about the flat earth. But why? Well, just as I said, astroturfing campaigns and government accounts. Truth be told, it doesn't take much. To start off with, all they really needed to do was to set up a couple channels to push the narrative. These initial channels made very convincing videos that were just vague enough and just misleading enough to sound intriguing if not convincing to some. From there, the astroturfing campaign really took off. Astroturfing is a known practice, and there are hundreds if not thousands of documented examples of government—
So wait, you're accusing me of trying to hurt your credibility, and by name and without any proof, so in return, you've taken my real work, my honest, self-made, self-ruled, self-governed channel, and said that the government set it up using vague and misleading info? Weren't we taught vague and misleading info at school as proof that we lived on this world-to-world in space? Clown.
Astroturfer is a commonly held view. In a community like the truther movement, which prides itself on being open-minded, an astroturfing campaign such as this can be especially detrimental. As a truther online evaluating the claims of varying conspiracies and researching controversial ideas, something as unbelievable as the flat earth model can be a topic that seems very intriguing to cover when coupled with what is seemingly widespread support. As a creator on YouTube with a fairly large audience, specializing in truther and Christian videos, I can tell you firsthand that I have received hundreds if not thousands of messages pleading with me to cover the flat earth topic.
I get it. So you're saying that your listeners are smarter than you are. Check. Ask some of them to open a channel.
Video creators and those who frequently engage in the comment section on our videos have been so bombarded with messages from people talking about the flat earth and asking and begging us to look into it, that many have been peer pressured into giving this ridiculous model an undeserved and illogical level of perceived credibility. Thankfully, my fellow truthers who did fall for this deception are beginning to wake up to this side.
Hi, I'm Tagadan.
And I am making this video not to condemn those individuals, for we have all been deceived at some point in our life. Rather, I wanted to make this video to explain the situation in a logical, thought-out format, and to encourage my fellow truthers to be patient and understanding with those who are beginning to realize the errors in their logic. Although the vast majority of these accounts are either fake or government-funded, there are well-intentioned, good, honest truthers who have fallen for this deception. It is imperative that we stay diligent when evaluating the intentions of a particular individual or account. Now, some of these fake accounts will be flip-flopping in the upcoming months, and they are doing this in an attempt to save face, only to again deceive you at a later point in time.
Say what?
How's it going, guys? White Rabbit here. Today I just wanted to share a quick video with you from New World Agenda, the YouTuber formerly known as Jeff C. And I'll leave a link for his channel in the description down below. Fair warning, he is not a Christian, and he does swear a lot, but he's also one of the best truthers on the internet. So if you can overlook that, his channel will be in the description down below, like I said.
So all in all, I don't think White Rabbit said anything too outlandish. He just hasn't given this enough thought yet. But the problem lies in saying that Jeff C. for crazy is one of the best truthers online. Best truther? But the worst researcher, lie repeater, most disgusting filth mouth, paranoid schizophrenic, accusation thrower, I don't know, dragging people's names through the mud and saying things like your truther career is over to David Weiss, along with other unfounded and unsubstantiated verbal diarrhea. He may not even be the best truther in his bedroom.
Doesn't know when to stop talking, just continues running at the mouth like verbal diarrhea.
Well, here he is, everyone. It's Mr. NWA. No, doesn't stand for what you think it does. It means notoriously wrong and annoying. Don't call it a comeback. He's been crazy for years. Jeff C.
Ah, the sunset. One of the most beautiful things that any person can witness in their lifetime, of course, is a beautiful sunset. And we've seen them. I mean, ask yourself, how many times have you watched sunsets in your life? How many times have you been on a beach or on a boat or maybe up on a hill or a mountain or at a cottage and you're sitting back or standing and watching the beautiful sunset, our beautiful star as it disappears below the horizon and the gorgeous, gorgeous colors that it creates. And it's the clearest thing ever. I mean, when we watch the sunset, we have, let's put another photo here. You know, you have your star that starts to sink below the horizon, and you start to see less and less of it as it goes under the horizon, right? We've all watched it a million times, of course, right? Now, have you fallen for any of this flat Earth bullshit? And I did a video or a podcast yesterday in which we exposed a great number of the flat Earth shills that are in this operation. And they're terrible, terrible, lying scumbag people, that's for sure. There's no doubt about it. And they're trying to deceive people in the worst of ways. And, you know, a lot of simple-minded people are actually falling for it. So, you know, you've watched the sunset, right? Here's a sped-up version of the sun setting. It's not shrinking away. It's just merely going below the horizon, as it always does every day, right? You watch it, and it sinks below the horizon. We've all seen this. This is not trickery. This isn't NASA Photoshop. This is just a typical thing that you see on a daily basis, especially in the summertime. When it's nice out and you're on the water, you can watch it over and over again. I've videotaped it many times. You know, and there's all kinds of beautiful videos on YouTube, you know, people in Japan, places like that, watching the sunset, right? It's just a wonderful thing to experience. So let's take a look at this video here by one of the flat Earth shills named Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole, DITRH. If you are subscribed to this person, you are subscribed to a disinfo shill, real cocksucker.
You are a piece of work, Jeff. Do you have any idea what a pretentious, self-righteous piece of garbage you sound like? You sound so fake. With your little fake, self-indulged laugh, it's disgusting. It's gross. And these wonderful names that you've assigned to all of us and David Weiss, I'd love to see your evidence. Or are you just talking out your backside? All right, let's watch him have an aneurysm.
Let's look at the latest video that they just put up on their channel.
Where is the curvature? Where? No curvature.
You have to be the dumbest person in the fucking world to actually believe in something like this. You have watched the sunset a million times. Well, not a million times, but hundreds of times with your own eyes. And look what this video is trying to do. It's trying to convince you that the sun actually shrinks away. The sun actually shrinks away and doesn't disappear below the horizon.
Listen again as he's clearly losing his mind. You can actually hear him slam the desk. He's so frustrated. The sun actually shrinks away.
To convince you that the sun actually shrinks away. The sun actually shrinks away and doesn't disappear below the horizon. Yeah. David Weiss, or David Weiss. Deepinside-the-rabbit-hole.com. There you go. You could take it to the bank. That is a shill. Your truther career is done, motherfucker.
Do they actually let clowns make decisions on other people's careers? I didn't think that was in the clown job description, but what do I know? Hey, for those of you looking for something to do, something fun, do the Jeff, okay? You just have to say, like, the sun actually shrinks away. It's kind of fun to do. You have to kind of throw your voice around and, oh, I forgot to hit the table. Make sure you hit the table too. Get the kids, tell them to do it, and then end it with a, yeah. Okay, so it's, the sun actually shrinks away. Yeah. Try it. Gets a little frustration out of you. Just don't be like Jeff and make it real. Then you've lost your mind and need to go to the nut house.
Oh, look at some of the people that have commented. Oh, it's Patricia Steer. Steering really stupid people off their flat earth cliff, right? Like lemmings.
Do you hear him in the background? He's like hitting something, like punching something, hitting the desk. I mean, Jeff, you need a break, dude. You're going to break down, okay? The Earth's a ball. Are you happy? It's a big round ball. We're all spinning through space, flying at 66,000 miles per hour, dude. It's always been that way. 584 million mile orbits around huge suns, a million times as big as the Earth. I mean, come on, this is all second grade knowledge, dude. We all know this. Look at all the evidence we've been given. Drawings and pictures and globes. It's in every classroom. They don't lie about everything.
Wow. You gotta really wonder, Professor Doom, what are you doing? Subscribe to this person. My word. Yeah, it's a shill operation. Let's just watch it again. I mean, it's astonishing. They're actually trying this? I mean, who's dumb enough to fall for this? Who the fuck has ever seen a sunset like this?
There is the curvature. Where? No curvature.
Now listen to that one again. Remember to listen to the background for him punching and hitting and tipping over chairs and knocking things around. I mean, he's just agitated to no end. And do this one with the kids too. It's kind of fun. You know, they're actually trying this? Who has ever been this upset? It's something they think is so dumb. Who has ever?
Wow. You gotta really wonder, Professor Doom, what are you doing? Subscribe to this person. My word. Yeah, it's a shill operation. Let's just watch it again. I mean, it's astonishing. They're actually trying this? I mean, who's dumb enough to fall for this? Who the fuck has ever seen a sunset like this?
There is the curvature. Where? No curvature.
It is the most unbelievable piece of bullshit I've ever seen. Is this fucking unbelievable? I mean, it's like, it's who? Are you dumb enough to believe in these people? Are you dumb enough to fall for this shill act? Because if you are, get the fuck off my channel.
I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but for me, when I'm looking for a new channel to subscribe to, I'm always looking for that one creator that says, you either believe what I do or get the F out of here. That's definitely the kind of truth seeker I'm looking for. Hey, Jeff, are you okay to deal with other human beings today? I mean, did you get your meds? Take a look at some of these sunrises and sunsets and listen carefully. You seem to want to only trust the government when you want to. You want to trust the news sometimes and not others. That's dangerous. Really, you should research everything yourself and demand evidence. You want us to believe that you go and watch beautiful sunsets? I really doubt it. If it's not about Jeff, I'm sure you don't attend. Yes, I thought that I'd seen every type of sunset there was too. Thought I'd seen one type basically my entire life. But I've been to the beach 10 times this year trying to watch the sunset, and in Monterey Bay, there's now this band of fog yuck that's out there every single time, which makes you think and question. Then you see these videos, and you measure the sun, and it gets smaller. So apologize to Dave Weiss, or your sub should simply go to 0. You are bringing nothing to the table. Nothing but no evidence, a bad attitude, and you think you're smart. Sorry, bro. Neil deGrasse already has that spot. All right, so next you're going to hear Mr. Truth Seeker Jeff talk about me. So first, his research consists of going to Eric Dubay's forum and basically reading the outlandish claims that have 0 evidence, and then he repeats it with no evidence. So how about that for researching, huh? Second, he just spouts off with some bullshit and constantly sounds like he's afraid and nervous, and his laugh is just creepy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Last, you know what I say? I always say, believe what you want. And that's okay with me, really. If you believe in the globe, so be it. But when you go and then make claims about me after calling yourself a truth seeker, well, I'm going to call you out for your bullshit. So I tell you guys every time, don't trust me, right? But for the next 10 seconds, pretend that you are me. You're just a guy who thinks that we've been lied to, so you start making videos. People liked them. You like making them, so you're starting to make some more. And then people claim they know you work for the government. I mean, how are you supposed to act? It's ridiculous.
You stupid, ignorant son of a bitch, dumb bastard! Jesus Christ, I've met some dumb bastards in my time, but you outdo them all.
Yeah, maybe I'll go to Jeranism now. Jeranism. Now there was there's a flat Earth website that has a whole bunch of shit on this guy. They say this guy's a total shill. So
he's talking about Eric Dubay's forum of 3 people.
The actual flat Earth website believes that this guy is a government agent, essentially.
There's no actual flat Earth website. Eric Dubay's site says that I'm a shill. Good research.
Jeranism. And that he's doing this for money, essentially. He's getting a lot of money out of this.
I'm getting a lot of money out of this? Okay. Okay, let's talk about it. If you think that starting to talk about flat Earth is a smart money-making scheme, you're an idiot. Okay, getting into flat Earth was the worst money-making move of my entire life. And remember, I run an online bookstore that we opened right as everyone was buying Kindles and iBooks. So I know all about idiot money-making moves. Flat Earth is probably behind even juggling. Go juggle at the beach. People will throw you dollar bills. But if you go to the beach and tell people that the Earth is flat, you'll probably end up robbed of whatever money you had and whatever self-worth you brought with you. So here's my Patreon account. You can see on the screen. I currently make $255 a month, thanks to 25 people who enjoy my work and know that I enjoy doing it. And that's what all people want, right? Is to make a living doing what we want. Now, $255 isn't going to do that, but it pays the electric bill, it pays the water bill, so it's very helpful and allows me to do more of what I enjoy and doing more of what people enjoy, which is trying to get the truth out there. Now, in case you don't know how YouTube ad revenue works, a ballpark amount that I think is kind of close to what I've seen is $1 per 1,000 views. Now, that'd be nice if that was always the case, but you have to remember a few things before you get all excited about that. Number one, any copyright claim, and you get no ad revenue. None, because it goes to the copyright holder. Number two, if your video is considered controversial, which I'm talking about flat Earth, then they take away your ad revenue because they say that the advertisers don't feel comfortable advertising on those videos or whatever the reason. So, if somebody has, I don't know, 1 million subs, then I'm guessing they can probably make a living at doing this as long as their content is completely original. So if you want to make money doing YouTube, go get a cat, make sure it's really funny, and take videos of your cat nonstop and put cat videos up, and you might get 1 million views on a video and make $1,000. So more power to you. It's got to be original. It's certainly not doing flat Earth and talking about 9/11 and talking about the Hampstead children and talking about the things that I've talked about on my channel. In fact, my top 7 videos have made a total of $0. Top 7 as far as view count goes. So if you take a look at these videos that are on the screen here, you'll see kind of what I'm talking about, starting from the top working down. So that Globebusters video maybe made $16. The next one, Flat Earth Reality, you'll see right below it says blocked in some countries. That gets the little monetization button turned off. So make 0 on that one. Third one down, boats prove no curvature. It says includes copyrighted content, might be just 10 seconds of something, completely taken away, $0. Next one there, $8, 8,000 views. Next one, $14. And then the bottom one there was also scratched out of monetization. What I'm trying to show you is if anybody thinks that people are doing this for money, they're out of their minds. The second page, you'll see 19,000 copyright. Then there's 15,000 that's fine. Then the Clinton one, 274,000 views, which should be $274, right? But nope, it's controversial. They cross out the monetization. You get 0, which I don't mind. I'm not doing this for the money. But I'm just showing you that you would be insane to think that that's why I'm doing this. Hampstead case, 9,000. Edited video at 0, so you can kind of see on that one. And then on this next one, you'll see with the all the videos up top, they're all fine, but low view count. Then the 173,000 for the San Bernardino included copyright content or whatever, and they took out the monetization on that one. And lastly, we just have a couple more here you can see, and the All About Fake Space. One of them was demonetized, and the other one, we have to split it with the owner of the song, which ends up being nothing because YouTube takes half anyway. So just showing people that if you think I'm making money doing this, boy, are you wrong.
And, you know, so what I wanted to show you here with this character.
Person?
Who, if you really want to listen to Jeranism, you should listen to him debate Red's rhetoric.
Never had a debate with Red's rhetoric.
Red's rhetoric absolutely fucking spanks this guy over and over again in their debates. It's quite hilarious.
Because he believes in math being reality. And if that's the case, well, I've got a piece of paper here that says $1 million minus 500,000 equals 500,000. So Red's rhetoric owes me 500,000. Math is reality. Sorry.
When you hear somebody who's got an actual sort of science background take on a complete shill.
You mean when somebody who's indoctrinated into the lies that I'm trying to fight against? Yeah, it makes sense.
Essentially, which is this guy Jeranism. And the whole thing, Jeranism, like it's like a religion. His name, I guess, is Jeran. And I won't get into his, you know, I'm one of these guys, I try to respect people's personal lives, so I'm not.
You do?
Not gonna go and reveal shit that I've read and heard about this guy. But
isn't that what you just did? Confused.
I just want to take a look at the videos here to show you the exact same patterns, what we're trying to show. So as you see here, he's got a series called Globebusters.
Yep, I have a show called Globebusters.
Globebusters, Globebusters, Globebusters. And
the reason there's a lot of videos is because it's a series. You just said that.
This guy is very, very active in this scene. Extremely active.
Thank you.
And it's well produced. They've got the Ghostbuster here. That's the planet, right? And they're busting the globe.
That's cool, huh? Came up with that on my own.
There's the NASA Buzz Aldrin, right? And you see the thumbnails, they're very well produced. And
they're just images with text over the top of them. They're made by me. They're not well produced.
All that. Okay, so going back here, 5 months. You see it over and over. You see the same characters.
When you say you see the same characters, you mean you see the same flat earthers? Do you expect to see someone else? Confused.
John LeBon, of course.
It'd be like me going to your channel and saying, oh, it's the same guys every time. It's Briar Rabbit and Press Reset Earth. It's the same guys. Look at all these characters.
Matrix Decode. Deep inside P-Gay's hole. This guy, David Weiss, cocksucking shill.
That's nice.
Here's a guy called the Morgile here. These are all the shills, essentially. And
we're all the shills. You got us.
On the shows over and over again. Stonehenge is fake, all this.
Stonehenge is fake, all this? That's good.
Right? R.I.P. Globe. I mean, you can see what this channel is all about.
Debunking bullshit.
This is as flat earth a channel that you could possibly get. He goes after
Stonehenge is fake and all this.
Press Reset here. Because Press put out that debunking video that went viral.
What is your definition of went viral? 20,000 views?
They did the laser test and shit like that. Now, I just want to go back and say, when did this all start? Well, there's for his first video is the moon hoax.
Yeah, I was looking into the moon landing and came to the conclusion it was absolutely a hoax.
11 months ago. So I want people to remember this, okay? Just remember.
I'm confused. Is there something about 11 months and it's impressive, or are you talking about the fact that we all started coming out with the videos around the same time? Because once you've told someone else the truth, then they start to learn it and they start teaching it, and that's how it works. It'd be the same thing as me going, aha! These Sandy hoax videos started coming out the day after Sandy hoax. Look at that.
Remember this. All these characters have all come on the scene in the last year.
Yeah, because if you would have came out on the scene 5 years ago, you would have been the only one and been laughed out of existence.
And you're going to see this over and over again as I'm showing you. We go through each one of these characters. They all came on the scene around the same time, give or take a few months. And these are the biggest channels that are pushing this. Without a doubt, these are the channels that are pushing this. There's no doubt about it.
Let me explain what pushing is. Pushing is when you tell people that they're stupid idiots if they believe in the flat earth. What I do is come out and say, here's what I think. Research it yourself. And if people research it themselves, then they're coming to the conclusion that it is flat.
All right. So this guy comes on the scene already with what looks like well-produced. Welcome to Jeranism.
That's just my logo, my name.
Okay, let's take a look at this video then.
Houston, we have a problem.
So it's really well produced.
That's from iMovie. It's a little template from an app on my iPhone.
Hey, is it not? Exciting. Exciting. I'll make it bigger. And the government lies about freedom, money, and wars. So they lie about space and everything else.
Exactly. I'm confused. So his second video, he's already got NASA says the Earth is a spinning globe. Certainly doesn't say that they're lying. It just says NASA says the Earth is a spinning globe. As I started to look into whether or not we were on a spinning globe in the endless vastness of space, since there is no evidence.
Now, who comes onto YouTube with this type of production?
Me with an iPhone.
You have to ask yourself, because even to this day, I mean, I'm kind of lazy, but
I'm not going to argue with you there.
And I got the world's worst video editors.
I use Pinnacle,
which crash on me. But this is really well produced.
Thanks, iPhone.
This is like somebody with a lot of experience making videos.
First video I ever made. You basically select images, and it makes the video for you. Never seen one of those?
Making a video like this. Very catchy. Right? I don't know. Second video?
Second video? Going to the iPhone? I don't know. Seems shilly. I just decided I'm going to make one for you. This will take me 4 minutes, so I'll let you see what I'm talking about. Produced by the FBI.
Wow. I feel like I'm in the movie theater. I'm like, wow, I want to go see this movie. It looks exciting.
Thanks.
Jeranism.
Yeah.
So ask yourself a few questions. Simple. I mean, who the hell comes in with a video, like one of their first videos? That's the second video that he has on his channel with that type of production.
Me with an iPhone.
And he's already called himself Jeranism. Like it's some sort of religion. It's a faith. Well, I'm a Jeranist.
That's pretty funny. You kind of got it right. It's when I realized that I shouldn't be trusting other people anymore and I realized I should just look to myself for truth and to research everything and come to my own conclusions, hence Jeranism. And around that time, I'd kind of started to think of myself as a deist and was looking into deism, but that didn't really fit me either, so I just said, hey, I'll just call it Jeranism. And I started a blog on Tumblr talking about some of these things and called it Jeranism. It's like meism, like Jeffism. Got it? It's not a religion.
I believe the earth is flat. I'm Darrenus. Now, this guy is an idiot of colossal proportions.
Thank you. Nice scientific facts to back up your globe theory.
Ever listen to him? As I said, listen to him debate with Red's rhetoric.
Do me a favor, ask Red's rhetoric if him and I have ever debated. See what happens.
It is, you'll piss yourself laughing. It's just ludicrous. This guy is so full of shit. All right. And so many people are saying this guy's a shield. The Flat Earth Society themselves have a whole, they had like
the Eric Dubé group of 3.
Like 20, what was it? No, it was like 40, 50 pages worth of a whole thread on him.
The first 25 pages are people saying how happy they are that I'm at the forum.
Saying this guy is, he's a Jesuit trained and he's, been injected into the flat Earth thing as a government agent and all that.
Totally injected into the flat Earth thing as a government agent. It's exactly what the government wanted me to do. Inject myself into the movement.
Kind of stuff, and that he's trying to raise all kinds of money. And
trying to raise all kinds of money. This is for those of you out there, if you're trying to think of a way to earn money, definitely become a flat earther, make videos, and watch how quickly you become rich.
He has a history of doing that. Anyways, I don't get into that shit because I
have a history of trying to make money? Confused. Or are you reading from the IFERS forum where they've made an accusation that's completely unfounded and false? Because that wouldn't be very good research on your part.
I'm here purely to expose people for what they do on their YouTube channel. I don't want to go into their personal life.
Isn't that what you just did?
All right. That's something, I don't cross that boundary. So I'm not going to go and expose.
You don't?
Who this guy really is. You can go and research it.
Who am I really? Somebody needs to inform me.
Yourself if you want. But I think it's pretty clear he's a fraud and he's part of this whole thing. So greatest hoax ever sold? Greatest hoax ever sold? NASA deception? Freemason organization of theft and lies?
What is not true about that? I'm confused what you're pointing out. You're just reading the titles of my videos? Okay.
And when you come on, like that video right there that I just showed you with the huge production and the thunderous music and the climax, and it's like...
Okay, I just had to do it. I made a video for Jeff in about 4 minutes to show him how ridiculous he sounds. So first you got to turn on your phone, say hi to Melanie Iglesias when you do so. Hi, Melanie. And then select iMovie, and then select trailer, and then fill in the words, and then you insert some images. So ladies and gentlemen, here is my latest and greatest, the next masterpiece.
Come on, like that video right there that I just showed you with the huge production and the thunderous music and the climax, and it's like this person is not coming in to figure things out or to go on a journey of knowledge. This is a person that's already figured it all out. Believe nothing. Everything is challenged. Like this person knew exactly where they were going.
Exactly. I knew where I was going, which was to believe nothing, challenge everything. Just like the first video says. Don't believe what you're told, like people out there who just think we're on a globe simply because they were taught that. And not everything we thought or were taught as kids is wrong. Not everything. Well, look into it then. Why can't you prove the globe rather than call Dave Weiss names?
With their channel. They knew exactly what their channel was going to be, even though
I knew exactly what my channel was going to be. It was going to be about me telling people to not trust men, to not believe in what men say and what men write in books, but to trust themselves and to go out and research and test and come to their own conclusions.
That's the second video right there. How is that possible? Right? You figured it all out?
I figured it out that I should no longer trust men.
You've already done all the work?
I've done all the work I needed to do to know that I needed to go out and test everything myself.
Well, if you've already done all the work, where's all the videos?
I started a channel to make videos.
Where's the history of all your work showing that, that you fell into the scene? And that's what you should be able to see with these people.
I don't get what you're saying. You should be able to see work that led them into this. So I'm confused because wouldn't you just go back to the beginning of that and say that where's the work to show how I got to that point? So I'm kind of confused what you're saying. I started making videos in February. And if you go back, we'll take a look here at my blog, which you can find at jeranism.tumblr.com. And that started with me making videos, making posts on Tumblr in December. And I'll show some of those on the screen here. Okay, so you can see here in December, I was starting to post on this blog. Deism kind of stuff was up there, even though I didn't agree totally with it. It was close, and so I named it Jeranism. You'll see there's stuff about Tesla on there, stuff about Einstein's lies. Let's see, then you get into February, and I started to come out a little bit more about NASA and give them a hard time because they had basically spent $250 billion on a tin can that goes around the Earth and does nothing. And there's people out there who will actually tell me that they agree with it, that they think it's such a great scientific enterprise to have a tin can that goes in circles and does nothing. They don't do anything up there. Nothing at all. I also had this interesting post from February. It was about NASA. A little poem. If you're NASA and you know it, just admit. You're Masonic Nazi lying bags of shit. No one witnessed the beginning, and you know we can't be spinning, but for sure you will be burning in the pit. Not too bad. And one last thing, since Jeff thinks that I had it all figured out and knew everything, you can check out this post, upper left-hand side. I'll bring it in here. It's my first curvature post. And if you read it there, you'll see that the distance between Florida and London was 3,576 miles. And I thought that the curvature was 6 feet per 9 miles with nothing squared or anything. I thought we lived on a slope. And that came out to 2,384 feet of curvature, to which I yelled and screamed and said, come on, there's no way there's a half-mile hump of water in the Atlantic Ocean. Well, I just refigured that out now, knowing the actual formula, and I was way wrong. That distance of 3,576 has a hump of water 1,614 miles high. Hello, get a clue.
From the flat. But this guy, there's no doubt about it. This guy, from day one, has already got it all figured out. Already got it all figured out. And look at all the videos. All right? They're all about the flat earth. NASA lies and the flat earth. Everything. This is all this person does. This is a shill. There's no doubt about it. There's no fucking doubt about it. All right? I don't have a problem saying it. Look at this. This is like this is a mission. This is not just some guy with a channel, it's like, well, I kind of fell into the flat earth. No, this is a guy with a mission. He is here to push this meme to the extreme. All right? And people got to recognize this.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. Hello?
It's the CIA. Your digits.
Oh. 3366714.
The time is now upon us.
Really? Now? You mean my mission?
You are to push the meme to the extreme.
Okay, you got it.
You know you are not just a guy with a channel.
Oh, I know it. I'm on a mission.
Make us proud, shill. Please confirm.
I confirm.
Out.
Okay, bye. Sorry about that. That was my mom. She, want to talk about dinner or something. Crazy mothers. Alright, boys. I've had about all I can take. You guys need to do a little bit better job of research. As soon as they let Jeff out of the straitjacket, of course. So my question does go out to Roger Rabbit, Jeff C. for challenged, and press reset on your birth. Are you guys going to apologize or not? You just going to throw accusations around and hope that they stick even though they have no evidence whatsoever? I feel bad for anyone who follows you guys with this kind of research. Going to Eric Dubé's forum is not research. Until you can prove it's a globe, just shut up. White Rabbit, take back your claim about Jeff being one of the best truthers on the internet. Please, for the sake of everyone involved. And White Rabbit, personally, on a personal level, I want to ask you a question because I'm really interested in your answer. Being that you are a Christian and that the Bible is clearly a flat earth book, I'm wondering if you can give me a quick answer as to what your stance is on that. I'm guessing you're either going to say that the Bible is not a flat earth book or that the Bible is not the Word of God. Either one, I would like to hear your opinion because I think you're definitely in the wrong area with, you're up a shit's creek without a paddle, let's just put it that way. So get back to me on that one. Jeff, I'm honest, you're acting a little bit crazy. I mean, it looks like you're losing your mind, so your friend Bunny Rabbit may not be far behind since you guys are acting like friends and nobody feels like telling you, hey Jeff, you're flipping out, dude, relax. You're discrediting yourself with your inability to just keep cool. Anyone who thinks that the government is behind the realization that the government-backed school system and the government-backed science foundation and the government-backed globe model are all a fraud has lost their mind. I really do hope that you don't own any guns for your neighbors' sakes, and just take a break. You're helping the truth movement about as much as Buzz Aldrin would help an AA meeting, so it's not needed. Lastly, guys, why don't you just prove we live on a ball? Prove it. I don't see any proof. Where's the proof of the curvature? Can't measure it. How about proof that we hang in space? Can't find it. Proof we're on a ball? It's not there. How about a 24-hour view of the Earth? We don't have one. How about pictures of the moon landing? Why can't the China rover take pictures? Why can't we send a rover to take video of the landing spots and the gear? Don't tell me that LRO pixel change nonsense. Where's the proof that we're spinning? Where's the proof that the other planets are terraform? Where's the proof that we're a sphere at all? Hey, where's the proof that stars are suns? Where's the proof that rockets work in space? Where's the proof that water exists in humps? Where's the proof of orbits? How about the proof of space? Can't have a vacuum. How do we test a vacuum on Earth? In a vacuum chamber? It's not a vacuum, it's got walls. Why don't they throw a golf ball to each other in space? They're out there doing the little spacewalk, just throw a golf ball from a long distance to the camera. We don't get to see that, do we? How about the rover that's supposedly on Mars? Why doesn't it pick up a rock and drop it so we can see it fall at 1/3 gravity? Because it wouldn't. Because it's being done in the desert. Oh, I forgot one last thing before I forget. Because I just thought it was hilarious that you guys are still questioning the moon being upside down. Press reset. Didn't I already tell you this during the last time I debunked your nonsense? Here we go again, this time a little bit easier. Take this piece of paper I have on the screen. Draw a circle on it. Draw a letter A on the top, a letter B on the bottom. Now cut that circle out. Then go into a bedroom, as seen here. Have two people stand on each side of the room, or you can even do it yourself and prove it to yourself. Then stick that piece of paper to the ceiling. Tape it there. Stand on one side of the room, look at it. Now walk to the other side of the room. Is it upside down? Then accept the correction and move on with your life. Got that from Red's Rhetoric. Anywho, guys, wake up. Okay, you just need to remember that it's not what we all hope for, okay? I wish it was a ball too. Believe me, I don't want to be lied to more than anybody else. But it's the truth that we have been given a an idea of what our universe looks like and been given absolutely no proof. And you guys want to keep fighting for it. Wake up. There's no proof that there's a Mars rover. There's no proof that those images came from Pluto. 3 billion miles? You think we have 3 billion mile away internet? What do we have? What is that, space Wi-Fi, guys? Come on. You're just letting them say things to you. They just say words in your ear, and Jeff can't handle it. Oh, these men are talking to me, these smart men. They're not smart, they're fooling you. They're stealing your money. And it's time we all got together and demand proof. What's the big deal? Just demand proof. If we're wrong, then we look like the idiots. But you guys won't even help by demanding proof. The truther community. Yeah, truther my ass. Think about commercial space and flying cars, all the things we were told about when it was 2000. We were going to have all these flying cars, commercial space flight, moon orbits, a hotel that orbited the Earth. But we've seen nothing. In fact, nobody has gone to space but NASA. Nobody. Not Elon Musk, not Branson, nobody. Not Jeff Bezos, not a person but NASA and their Freemason astronauts who are all part of the military and sworn to an oath and scared shitless for their families' lives. That's it for today, guys. Got lots of stuff coming, so subscribe if you'd be so kind. Don't lie to each other. Don't repeat lies while going out of your mind. And be kind to each other. Although, if someone wants to slander your name by just saying some nonsense, you have permission to respond. As always, don't trust me. Do your own research, which does not mean put on clown shoes and go to IFERS for your facts. It's been fun, guys. And this has been Jarnism, reminding you to open your mind. There's truth inside. Until next time.
Peace.